Chad, each day, Todd Bowles brings his team into this room and addresses them each morning. How important is what he is doing this year as far as the future of this organization is concerned?
Well, I think Coach Bowles has done a really good job of addressing the culture, making sure that regardless of who comes through the doors, they understand the standard and the culture. And that goes well beyond any player or any one individual.
Coach Bowles took these guys during the spring and did a number of team building activities, trying to foster a good chemistry and unity within the group. So what are your thoughts about him starting early with this team?
Well, I think what Coach Bowles saw in the spring of 2017 would be that we have a lot of veterans that have left, and we're probably going to be replacing those veterans with young players. So it's really important to create those environments and exercises for the guys who really just get to know each other on a personal level, which completely helps on the field. So I think he wanted to break the ice and really set the standard even before they got on the field.
We're going to be hearing this throughout the rest of the season, the theme of finishing, whether the Jets find those ways or continue to struggle with that. From a player's perspective, what does that mean to you?
Well, when I think of finishing, I first of all think of situational awareness. You can finish with attitude and effort and still not get the result. You have to finish with the correct situational awareness and being aware of what's going on around you. And this is what this young team mixed in with its veterans is learning, is how do we correct those things so that we can be victorious in the fourth quarter and not just be one play short or two plays short. That's what's frustrating.
What has stood out to you about the way the head coach Todd Bowles and his staff have gotten the players ready to go each and every week?
Because of Coach Bowles' demeanor and his approach, this team, whether it be really high with the emotion around them or low with the emotion around them, they really don't flinch. They don't change how they're playing. They're still playing hard. They always play to win. They've got the right chemistry. They have those intangibles that you need. So that's important, and it's also important for young players to see your coach being that way.
How much do you enjoy watching Todd Bowles from afar? Because you've been on a team where he was an assistant coach, his steadiness that he brings to the table, whether his team wins or loses.
He understands as a former player that players have to play with emotion. Coaches have to be even keel and not let your emotions get the best of you one way or the other, good or bad. I think that's really important. He understands that. I think that players who play for him appreciate that he was and is a former player because he understands how difficult it is to do what they're trying to get accomplished.
How much do you think he's grown as a coach here in his third season?
I think he's done an outstanding job. This may be his best coaching year out of the three. And the reason is because with the turnover, with the negative synergy around the team going into the season, and just watching the product on the field, you have to be satisfied. You have to like how your team's playing, the effort that's being put forth. Every game except maybe one so far, they've not been in the game, and every game they're competing to win, typically in the fourth quarter. They get a couple things cleaned up, certainly things could change.